like you, the more diverse the better. It'll enable us to understand our customers more, and with your diversity of thought, you'll come up with new innovation and opportunities.
We really want to get applications from people from all different backgrounds. We want to look at people in a positive light, understand the strengths that people bring and the different perspectives they can bring to an organisation, and we really want to take on people who have a different way of looking at challenges and actually see them as opportunities for us.
There's so many valuable people out there who could be doing a great job to provide health and care services. So obviously disabled people can do that just as well as anyone else. If we're not getting this right, then basically we're going to cut ourselves off from some really, really valuable employees. With disabled staff, imagine the benefit to planning a service if you have someone with experience of trying to access a service, maybe not finding things are quite right. When they're planning a service, they're going to have a really informed view of what we can do better, and that's going to mean that actually we're providing much better care.
At Aviva, we're disability confident, so this means we offer an interview to anyone who advises us of a disability who meets the minimum criteria for the role. As part of the application process, we encourage applicants to be open with us, and we'll work with you to put in place adjustments to support you.
During our recruitment process, we're striving to create a personalised approach. So again, valuing each candidate as an individual. In doing that, we want to make it as fair as possible. We also offer adjustments in terms of the process. So if candidates request or want any reasonable adjustments to attend the interview, of course, we're always open for that. If individuals are coming to us as well, identify as disabled and meet the minimum requirements of a role, then they're automatically put through for interview as part of our commitment to the disability confidence scheme.
Right from the off, when you've looked at our job ad, you'll see that link to the reasonable adjustment policy. If you declare a disability on your application form, that will mean that as long as you're capable of doing the job, you're guaranteed an interview. And we find lots and lots of really, really talented people in this way. So I would encourage everybody to do it, take that opportunity and tick that section on the track application form for an NHS job. The second thing is that you will get an offer to interview. Now, if you are thinking, well, actually I need an adjustment, you'll be asked to discuss that with the hiring manager. And it's just your opportunity to get the most out of this process. And the standpoint that we take is we want everyone to be able to shine. So for the interview itself, it should be a friendly process, not an intimidating one. And at the end of the day, we want you to be able to tell us anything that you need to remove any barriers to you being able to do that.
We have a fabulous workplace adjustment passport. We want people to shine bright in their work, and ultimately we have a process in place where you can speak to your leader and set up adjustments that you may need in your day. Could be something, for example, along the lines of starting your work a little bit later in the day to enable you to be at your best. We really encourage you to have an open and honest conversation with your leader. And this is a very safe and comfortable environment for you to discuss any special needs or requirements or adjustments that you may have. At Aviva, we have an ability community. We're here to help you, and we want to make sure that you're working your best and that we get the best out of you.
We are doing everything we can on a day-to-day basis and longer term to try and support them in the role, whether that's regular reviews with a line manager to review adjustments, whether that's catch-ups with HR or some of our mental health first aiders at the start of employment to ensure that, again, we are from the onset providing the best level of adjustments we can, whether that's looking at potential occupational health involvement, doing yearly reviews in terms of our health surveillance, all of these things try to help us better understand and therefore support our colleagues. We're always looking to try and apply that personal touch and try and look at individual strengths and really value those for all of our colleagues.
The reasonable adjustment policy that we've just brought in, that gives a lot of process advice. We want to make that as simple as possible for people to have a really good supportive conversation with the manager, and then enable our manager to access all those various things like getting the right software, getting equipment installed if that's necessary, but also just very simple things like changes to the way they work. Some people need flexibility, some people are going to work much better in their role from home, and where we can facilitate that, we do. And I think really everyone needs the confidence to know that that is what this adjustment process is. It's just making sure you can do really well at work.
You bring us a wealth of diversity to our team. Again, enables us to understand our customers more, but also from a business perspective, we have better retainment of people. We also benefit from those different ways of thinking and ways of working.
As an organisation, I think the benefit we've had is that we are attracting and creating a workforce with a wider range of life experiences, a wider demographic. Our customers come to us from a wider range of backgrounds. We support in social housing, commercial, standard residential. So it's really important for us that we're representative. And I feel that through using that approach, we are getting a far more representative workforce who are better equipped to deliver the service that we would expect to our customers and clients.
The benefits of getting this right for the organisation mean that we've got people with diverse skill mixes, which is always good for strong decision making. We have people who are really happy working for us, and that's a huge difference to teams. No one wants to come to work with a group of people that are unhappy, but also as an employer we know that we can lose people. So if you get this wrong, you will need to hire someone else, and it's time and money. We need to be holding on to people, especially good people.
Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Please share any requirements that you might need. Your information is dealt with confidentially, and ultimately we want you to be your best. So if you share with us, we can help you. I would encourage you to visit the Aviva Careers website. It's full of lots of information for you to encourage you to apply. Ultimately, we want you to be yourself. So please be you. Please look at some applications, and we look forward to welcoming you to our team.
Do not be afraid to put an application in. Come to us, our colleagues who manage our recruitment, really friendly, really open to have a conversation. They really want to understand your passion for why you're applying for a role, understand if there's any adjustments we can make to support you, both in the recruitment process and if you're successful with us. And just in general, we really want to hear from you, different perspectives that you can potentially bring to us as the organisation to support us. And actually my overall bit of advice would be just reach out. Our phone number is on our website, it's on all of our recruitment material. Reach out, let's have a conversation and see how we can support you and help you get a job and hopefully be working with us in the future.
So the thing I would say to you is to have real confidence that, to declare on the form, because it's going to mean that you get an interview and you get a chance to shine. I would also say talk about any adjustments that you need for the interview, and really take that opportunity to get to know your manager a little bit. Lots of applicants will discuss with the manager things about the role. You don't need to be talking in depth about how your adjustments are going to show up at work at that point. The thing to bear in mind is that you want your interview to demonstrate and showcase all of your strengths, talents, your values, and who you are. So I'd say just bear that in mind. After you get an offer for a job, then you can talk about your adjustments with the manager. And if you approach it in that way, it's going to give you a much better platform to just shine, which is what everyone needs to do at interview. And then just know that you're going to have a supportive conversation after that point. If you're not sure what adjustments you need, it's a really good idea to ask what's involved in the next steps ahead of you. So you'll find when you apply for a job with us that you're going to get some instructions about interview, whether we're intending to offer a virtual or in-person interview, for example. But if you're not sure, ask, and you'll find that there's a great degree of flexibility. So if you couldn't actually come for a physical interview, we could obviously look at remote to support you with that. The same thing will be true of actually when you're in the job. If you're not sure, ask. And bear in mind that your manager is going to be in the same boat that you are. So what you can do is work on solving this together.